Types of houses. In our neighborhood, we see different types of houses. When we are traveling in a train, we may see some more variety of houses. Have you wondered why there are different types of houses in different regions or countries? It is the environmental condition of a place, the economic condition of the people, and the availability of building materials that lead of a difference in the houses built in different regions of the world. Different types of houses. The environment has the greatest impact on styling of houses people build. Some of the different types of houses are described here. Houses in snowy mountainous areas. People living high up in the mountains experience snowfall every year. They make houses with sloping roofs. When snow falls on these roofs, it slides down and does not collect at the top. Houses in rainy areas. Some areas in the world experience heavy rainfall. In these areas, they need to have sloping roofs which help rainwater to run down easily. In some rainy areas, people make houses with curved roofs. Curved roofs are also sloping roofs. They too allow the water to flow down quickly. Houses in boats. Some people have to live on lakes for long periods. They make their houses in boats. Such boats are known as houseboats. Houseboats are a special attraction for tourists. On Dal Lake in Kashmir, we can see many houseboats. In South India too, we can see beautiful houseboats at some places. Houses in flood-prone areas. During the rainy season, the amount of water flowing in a river increases. This extra water floods the land around it. It enters the people's house. So people in such areas make stilt houses. Stilt houses are made on a raised platform supported by wooden pillars. These houses are safe during floods because they stand high above the ground. Houses in coastal areas. In coastal areas, big waves of the sea often damage houses near the sea coast. For this reason, fishermen living in coastal areas do not make permanent houses near the sea. They build only temporary houses. If such a house is damaged, it does not cost much to rebuild. It can be built again after collecting some reed, wood or coconut leaves. Houses in the Arctic region. The area near the North Pole is covered completely with ice. Pole is covered completely with ice. People living in this region are known as Inuits or Eskimos. Inuits or Eskimos do not get any building material other than ice when they go hunting animals. So they make their houses with ice. The houses of these people are called igloos. An igloo provides safety from cold winds. Houses in earthquake-prone areas. In some parts of the world like Japan, there are frequent earthquakes. Every year they have to face hundreds of minor and major earthquakes. Earthquakes cause damage to permanent houses. So people in these areas make houses of wood. These do not collapse in a minor earthquake. Even if they collapse during a major earthquake, wood does not cause much injury to human beings. Houses in remote villages. In remote areas of any country, hardly any facility are available for building good permanent houses. Things like bricks, cement, tiles and iron beams are very difficult to obtain. So people make their houses with the building materials which are easily available there. Thus most houses are made of wood and thatch in remote villages. These are called kacha houses. Houses in big cities. In metropolitan cities, people can easily get good building materials like bricks, stones, marble and iron beams. So people here make big and beautiful houses. These are pakka houses. They make very tall buildings which have hundreds of stories. These buildings are also known as skyscrapers. Different types of houses. Types of house. Places of occurrence. Houses with sloping roofs. Places with high rainfall or snowfall. Houseboat. Lake. Stilt houses. Flood-prone areas of the world. Houses of reed, wood or coconut leaves. Coastal areas. Igloo. Arctic region. Wooden houses. Earthquake-prone areas like Japan. Houses of mud and straw. Villages. Skyscrapers. Metropolitan cities. Times of emergency. A major accident which causes a great loss of life and property at a particular place is called a disaster. A disaster can be of two types. natural and man-made. Disasters like earthquake, flood, cyclone, and drought are natural. Man-made disasters could be fires in forests due to carelessness, famine, war, etc. Disaster of any kind is a very traumatic experience. Often people who suffer loss of property and their relatives go into a state of shock. They need moral and emotional support in order to recover. At such times, community help is very useful. The community can arrange for food, shelter, clothing and medicines for the victims of disasters. Today, if a disaster happens in any country, people from all over the world contribute generously to help the sufferers. It is not the duty of the government alone, but people should also help the sufferers. Many children who have lost their parents in the disasters can be adopted by well-to-do families. Role of people during natural disasters. During natural disasters, professionals like doctors, firemen and police plays a great role in helping the affected people. Doctors help to control epidemics. They inoculate people to protect them from various diseases. The police helps to maintain law and order during a disaster. It helps in the rescue work also. The armed forces plays a great role during disasters. The Air Force drops food, water and clothes in the affected areas. Business houses, schools and colleges have to collect money, medicines, etc. and send them to the affected people. Television, radio and newspapers too play an important role in case of a natural disaster. They help in communicating messages of affected people to their near and dear ones. You can help in the following way. As soon as natural disaster breaks out, spread information as far and wide as you can. Ask the people to rush for help. Remember, if you go to save the people only physically, you can probably save only one person. But if you spread timely information, you may rouse hundreds of people to save thousands of people. So information is the first important thing. During floods, make immediate calls for floating materials like wooden flaps and life-saving tubes. Tell the people to climb on the roofs of their houses. Make provisions for food supply. During earthquake, make immediate calls for the medical agencies and then take for your own safety. Bring out the people safely.